Well, it's been a tough economy for small businesses for the past few years, but two women in Wapato managed to be successful with their unusual business. Adam Beck joins us live now in Wapato with more on this. Adam?
Claire, I'm here in Wapato at Kilt and I'm joined by one of the co-owners, Serena. Good morning.
Good morning.
So could you tell me a little bit about how you started this kilt business? This is actually sort of the first one. This is the one that got the whole thing going, right?
Yes, I actually made this for myself in 2008 and wore it to a Costco. The Costco greeter stopped me and asked me where I got it from, and I told her I made it, and she asked me, have you ever thought about selling those? But I had just finished it like the day before, so I told her no, and I went to eBay and Etsy and put up a picture to see if they would sell, and within about 2 weeks we had 200 orders.
Now that's pretty impressive just for something you randomly made yourself. So why kilts exactly? Why did you decide to make a kilt for yourself in the first place?
I didn't want to wear shorts for the summer, and I don't really wear skirts. I wanted something that was cool and kind of masculine, that was going to stand out as kind of a masculine garment, and kilts were the perfect thing.
Definitely very interesting. And you said that you were also making a winterized version for someone in Alaska too, right?
Yeah, we actually have several people who live in cold places that want to wear these, gentlemen who end up wanting to wear something a little bit more comfortable, especially guys who work on computers a lot like them. So what we do is we line the insides, make them full length down to the floor so that it keeps the heat in.
All right, great. Well, thanks for talking to us about your business.
Sure.
Now, if you'd like to learn a little bit more about Kilt we have a link to their website on our website, NBCRightNow.com. You can find that under news links. Live in Yakima, Adam Beck, NBC Right Now.
Well, after the break, we'll check in with Adam Beck. He's live in Wapato this morning with the owners of an unusual business. You won't want to miss it. Stay with us. It's 5:48. Welcome back to NBC Right Now, local news today. Well, it's been a tough economy for small businesses for the past few years, but two women in Wapato managed to be successful with an unusual business. Adam Beck joins us live in Wapato now with more on this. Adam?
Claire, I'm here at Kilt in Wapato, and I'm here with one of the co-owners. This is Serena. Good morning.
Good morning.
So could you tell us a little bit about sort of, where are your customers located? Because it's not just, say, locally here in the Valley, right?
No, actually the Valley is the new place that we're being exposed from. Over the internet, we went national right from the get-go. As soon as we started putting out advertisements that we were making these, we started shipping them all over the country. And right now, like the kilt behind you is going to the Bad Piper, who's from Australia. He was one of Australia's Got Talent's semifinalists for 2010. So he's going to have a full custom leather outfit made like this. The kilt's done, but we still need to make the top.
That's pretty impressive then. So you're selling to people all over the world. Talk a little bit about, you said that the internet has been really, really important in helping out your business.
Yes, before I started doing this, I used to manage bands in Minneapolis, and those bands were ground roots, so you had to do all of your marketing like a guerrilla warfare sort of thing. You had to do all your social networking yourself. So I already had that background, and I just basically took my product and did the same thing and marketed it in the same way over the internet and using Facebook and all the free tools that are available.
Definitely. And you actually take special requests too, right? This
Yes.
specific kilt here is actually a special request.
Yes, because tartan fabric can be pretty expensive. It can be from $50 to $150 a yard depending on the tartan and who makes it. Some people don't have all the fabric and they can't afford it. So what we do is if they have a family tartan or something that's special to them that they want to add to the kilt and highlight it, they can send us the tartan and we'll modify it and then add it to the kilt in one way or another that it will be impressive.
All right, that's great to hear then that you can actually customize all this stuff.
Yes.
Well, thanks a lot for joining us this morning. And if you'd like to learn more about Kilt you can check out their website. We have a link to that on our website, NBCRightNow.com. You can find the link to that under news links. Live in Wapato, Adam Beck, NBC Right Now.
Well, time for a quick break, and then we'll check in with Adam Beck. He's live in Wapato with the owners of an unusual business. You won't want to miss it. Stay with us. Today. Well, it's been a tough economy for small businesses in the past few years, but two women in Wapato managed to be successful with their unusual business. Adam Beck joins us live in Wapato now with more on this. Adam?
Claire, I'm here at Kilt in Wapato, and I'm joined by Chris, who is one of the co-owners. Good morning.
Hello.
So now you're working on one of the kilts right now. Could you tell us what you're doing exactly with the material right now?
Well, right now I'm just putting in the bottoms of the pleats so that I can get it all lined up and get it ready to be sewn. When I first cut out the kilt, I put in the measurements across the top, and then at the bottom we just kind of eyeball it, and whatever feels right to give it the right flow to make the kilts feel really nice to whoever's going to wear them.
All right, and you have a very interesting sewing machine here. I don't know if you guys can see this very well, but this is not the most modern sewing machine, which is kind of interesting to me.
Yeah, it's an old 1930s Singer Spartan, and they run like clockwork. They never seem to have any problems with getting broken down and needing to be repaired. Everything that needs to be fixed, we can adjust. We know how they work. They're great sewing machines.
Awesome. And so could you tell me a little bit about sort of how long and how much work these kilts take to make one?
Well, for me, a full kilt could probably take me about 5 to 6 hours, and first I have to lay out some mats on the floor and get it all cut out, and then once I get the pleats in, as you can see here, I get the bodies put together. There's 2 halves. And then I have to make pockets and aprons that get attached later on. And so it can take somewhere between 5 hours or 8 if it's something like leather or a difficult material.
Wow. And so how many can you make about in a day, for example?
Myself, 2. If it's the 2 of us working together, it could be 4 or even 5 in a day.
Okay, and so about how close to being done is this one right here that we have in front of us?
Oh, this one's still at the very beginning. We still have to put in all the pleats on this half and the other half and make all the other parts to go on it. So.
All right, well, very cool, and I'll let you get back to work on this one. So if you'd like to know a little bit more about Kilt This, you can check out their website. We have a link to that on our website, NBCRightNow.com. Just head there and click on news links. Live in Wapato, Adam Beck, NBC Right Now.
Still ahead tonight, 2 local women have managed to make their small business a huge success.
How they worked against all the odds to make their dreams come true. Their story coming up on NBC Right Now.
Thanks to the economy, many small businesses have struggled over the past few years.
That's not the case for 2 women in Wapato who are selling kilts online all over the world. Adam Beck has their story.
It's almost like a dream. It almost seems too good to be true.
Serena Laws couldn't have anticipated how much her life would change when back in 2009 she decided to wear her homemade kilt on a trip to Costco.
The greeter asked me if I sold them, and if I didn't, if I ever tried selling anything online.
She decided to try, posting entries on eBay and Etsy under the name Kilt This.
I charged like $50 for it and quickly racked up 200 orders.
That's when co-owner Chris Stanton came into the picture.
She started getting a handful of orders, and I realized that she was going to need some help. The whole backlog of orders, it took us 3 years to get through. And at the same time, we had to keep making new kilts. We almost didn't want to tell anybody that we were doing so well because a lot of other businesses were not doing well.
Both owners say the success of Kilt This isn't just based on the quality of their work, but also the quality of their story.
We have a fan base more than just customers. We have people that are rooting for the company, that follow us. Being able to get up and work doesn't feel like work. It feels like an obligation to the people that have supported us and followed us.
And they don't expect things to slow down anytime soon.
Sometimes it can feel really hectic. Like there's so much to do. It just feels like it's going to get even more intense. It's going to be really busy.
In Wapato, Adam Beck, NBC Right Now.
And if you'd like to learn more about Kilt This, just head to our website, NBCRightNow.com, and click on news.